Here we are in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Gonna be checking out the Mothman Museum.
Alright, so now we are about to enter the actual Mothman Museum. Men in Black. I will go left to right.
This is what I do with my life.
Oh, you mean dedicated to curating a cryptoid or cryptid museum?
Hey, make good money.
I don't know about all that. Rent's the hard part. They had a lot of these in the movie, actually. Oh yeah, that's probably why the movie art. Yeah, Richard Gere, Laura Lindley, Mothman Prophecies.
They actually got the chalk sucker.
Nice. Richard Gere, also again notable for visiting pet shops with frequency. Ah. This looks to be a DVD on repeat of the broadcast from when the bridge collapsed.
The U.S. Army pulled 46 bodies from the river. What could have caused such a catastrophe? The investigators looked for clues. Could a barge have collided with the bridge supports? The most popular theory was that the traffic was heavy at Christmas and the bridge was overloaded. Evidence was scarce. They couldn't crack the case. So they called in a metal expert to examine the twisted wreckage. Ready to collapse.
See, that is the thing. This happened in 1967, and people, for some reason, think it's more of a modern incident because of the movie itself.
As he started to filter the hundreds of photographs, John Bennett.
Silver Bridge disaster. Ray Anderson. Maybe I'll sample 10 seconds of that.
There's all these newspaper articles. Supposedly, these were all caused by the Mothman. Pleasant seeking dead. Now, I am no cryptozoologist, but I would see why, you know, a creature would want to do something like this, especially if it's been around for hundreds of years or whatever, living in this environment. Frankly, if all of this was caused by the Mothman, all these people dying.
This happened in 1967. For some reason, I think it's more modern because of
We got so much. Diving helmet, all of this. I think if anything did happen, it would probably be because we treaded on some very territorial land that didn't belong to us. Now, we're paying for our crimes. Mothman, would you believe a sandhill crane? These wonderful depictions. That looks more like an owl man. Some original art. Roger. Hello, good sir. Huh. Don't know what this has to do with it, but Cool. All of this. Just for one creature. But the Hobgoblin does not have as much followers as the
Two distinct red eyes. Miles away in Salem,
These letters.
a man named
Original handwritten depositions of witness by Linda Scarberry immediately after encounter her on Tuesday, November 15th, 1966 at Mason County Sheriff's Department.
he saw what he
Oh, look at her.
red lights.
Several pages worth of account in detail.
And after news of
I can't read half of that because I'm not too good at reading cursive.
about a terrifying
But we do have this up here for those who would like to pause the video.
from across the region. Credibility of the story is solid because so many people are describing the same thing. The monster's nocturnal habits and bug-like eyes earned it a nickname. A local reporter investigated.
Oh, we got the Men in Black. I don't think I could take that seriously as much as the other guy. But it is very, very impressive.
Some of their livestock was disappearing. In response, concerned citizens
The Men in Black are everywhere. Got a little information on them. To think the movies with Will Smith were so good. I got a list of all the eyewitness accounts. Linda, Roger, Steve, Mary, Connie. All these people supposedly saw him. I think they did, though. As mysterious as this all is, it's all pretty cool. A little wear and tear on that. So someone decided that they were gonna have a cup of coffee. This I don't quite think I can take seriously.
Oh look, more myths.
Creature might be all revolved around
Just kidding, I know the moon landing did happen.
beings, animals that either existed within known science or on its fringes. Yet, with the release of the Mothman prophecies, something new was proposed. Suddenly, the answers as to what the entity might be weren't being sought in the pages of science, but in the realms of physics. As Keel put forth his own ideas about alternate dimensions and realities to explain the Mothman, similar theories were being presented for various phenomena. Could the Mothman be a visitor from another plane of existence? One beyond our own? If so, was there something about Point Pleasant, or even all of Appalachia, that acted as a gateway between these realities? Legends suggest that Native Americans avoided much of the land where West Virginia now sits, leading to speculation that the earth itself in this place was cursed. In later either existed within known science or on its fringes. Yet, with the release of
Why
the
would you
Mothman
believe any of
prophecies,
this?
something new was
Well,
proposed.
this,
So,
at least.
the answers as to what the entity might be weren't being sought in the pages of science, but in the
This
realms of physics.
seems reasonable.
As Keel put forth his own ideas about alternate dimensions and realities to explain the Mothman, similar theories were being presented for various phenomena.
Fallout
Could the
shelter.
Mothman be a visitor from another plane of existence? One beyond our own? If
Maybe.
so, was there something about Point Pleasant, or even all of Appalachia, that acted as a gateway between these realities? Legends suggest that Native Americans avoided much of the land where West Virginia now sits, leading to speculation that the earth itself in this place was cursed. In later years, an unfounded story regarding a supposed curse placed on Point Pleasant began to circulate. It involved the real-life murder of a native chief named Cornstalk. Though likely having little basis in reality, It is possible that some kernel of truth does exist.
I'm not even
in the
gonna dare to
story.
touch that.
Perhaps the curse in question was simply a word ascribed to a location that seemed to invite strangeness, if not tragedy.
Five-star Mothman meets
What I
Mothman.
have gathered is that there are parts in the Ohio Valley that are kind of believed to be cursed.
There's a new joke
They're a
for
land
you.
of the dead. It was common for people to be buried closer to bodies of water. That's where we find some
Mothballs.
mounds. It's the Valley of the Dead. So
Well,
I would think that
I know what I'm saying to the next
any place
person
along
who
the
tries to
it's
talk
kind
to me
of the
about
same thing.
cryptids.
There's probably a lot of burials there. Different Native American tribes believed so strongly that they wouldn't come at night. They would not.
There's a lot of people that believe the
These are
movement of
cute.
water is
These
conducive
are very, very
to produce some of this activity. And yes, I find it easy to believe that there is something about the confluence of the rivers coming together. There's even the lore about crossroads, the Devil's Crossroads or whatever. And that's where River Gorge was supposed to have shown up along Route 77 there.
That's common in a lot of different cultures. The idea that a river or a confluence of bodies of water is a gateway somewhere, yes.
Keel did not believe that we were interacting with extraterrestrials. He called them ultra-terrestrials. In other words, something that is earthbound, some sort of phenomenon that originates on Earth that
You think that's
we can
possible?
sometimes see and interact with. And it might be from another dimension.
Ultra-terrestrials.
Or it
What
might
about
simply be
ultra-terrestrials?
a
Do you think they could be real?
outside our normal perceptual
I mean,
ability.
we could be
You can't
considered.
put it out of the realm of possibility because it's a concept that is so far beyond our ability to see or understand it that if you had multi-dimensional creatures, they could be stuck explorers, they could be, you know, scouts from a different dimension. I don't know. But what they are and what they could be, we can't even begin to diagnose it because we don't have the technology.
Things that exist, and we know they exist, but we can't
Not
see
yet.
them. But what if under some
Not yet.
circumstances we could see them?
Welcome to the Harris Hall and Museum Media Room. No dial tone. I would have made a call.
Where?
I don't know. I called Jeff.
Don't go back.
Do you want to sit and watch us?
Stay away.
We can do it at home.
The strange phenomena continued in Point Pleasant for over a year. By December 19...
They really are the prophets
Look at that. That's what's really out there. Then sign me the hell up. Blanket by Jenny Heartless of Linden, Tennessee. And this man tried to make a phone call on here to Joe.
Who was there?
Those uniforms are cute though. You think the town mascot for the high school is the Mothman?
Could be. Or the
How would you feel knowing that that was
the
what-
barn owls. Point Pleasant barn owls. I don't know.
Do you
At Harris are dead.
do you think the Mothman is real?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, not at all. The Loveland Frog is.
All these pieces of memorabilia, jewelry. It's all so much. I even have one of those little Cryptkins boxes. The Thunderbird. That statue. Real life one is right outside.
History Channel documentary on the museum itself. The amount of hours that you would be doing in here would be tantamount to research. You would be researching what is going on. Just checking.
Just checking.
There is so much to take in at this museum. They're covering it here.
And some say remains unsolved. I personally have always been intrigued, since I grew up here in Point Pleasant, as to what people were saying. What is this menacing creature? November 15, 1966, Point Pleasant, West Virginia. A young couple hangs out at a desolate spot known as the TNT area, a decommissioned World War II era ammunitions depot. The TNT area was sort of like a lover's lane.
Well, I wouldn't want to go either.
The couple realizes they are not alone.
Well, the TNT area was an ammunition store bunker. That's what this is.
Yeah.
And that's what this whole homage is, and a couple other things. But again, there's just so much to take in at this museum. You could literally spend all day. Just some of the handwritten accounts, the tabloids, more handwritten accounts. But there's just you couldn't take it all in a matter of probably 3 hours, because if you wanted to read every little article, see every little kitsch piece of art from the movie production, if you sat in, they have a theater, if you sat in there watching a documentary, if you sat in there watching TLC's documentary or that History Channel documentary on the museum itself, the amount of hours that you would be doing in here would be tantamount to research. You would be researching what is going on. Just checking.
Just checking. Just get like all spooky.
This one's over here going full woe, talking about trespassing on native land. It's like, yeah, you're right. But I'm gonna probably edit your video differently.
With the true nature of what he encountered only through mystery. Today, these audio remains from the Mothman Museum stand as a testament to a wild matter that has never stopped moving.
All of these.
Yeah. The village of Point Pleasant, West Virginia sits at the confluence of the Ohio and Kanawha rivers. Its highway Main Street evokes the classic feel of small-town America.
And there it is, the 12-foot statue of the Mothman. No.
Turn around.
Get a glimpse of that butt.
It's a quarter.
Oh yeah. Earning that pay.
Look at this.
You plucked the quarter from the Mothman's butt? It's not a quarter. Is it a quarter?
It's a quarter, yeah. That is so weird.
That's U.S. currency now?
I'm not
Strange.
sure.
Celia Cruz. Never heard of her.